people have joined. Maximum of you have joined already. Can you guys hear me well? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So any doubts, guys, on this topic logs? We are not coming back on this topic. It's a small one. You may hear a question here or there, or you may not get any of the questions on this one. But you should know, as an administrator, it should not happen that someone is talking about logs and you don't even understand it's an alien topic for you. That should not be the case. It's not very frequently asked question in interviews, but yes, they may ask you. Uh, and it's not that difficult topic. Once you start working on this, you will understand it well. But you start utilizing it. See, learning, the best way of learning Azure cloud, or for that matter anything, it's start utilizing that. So now you guys, whenever you're practicing on something and you do not want me to delete, for example, I'm asking you to create one machine which I'll be checking and I'll be deleting. You create two machines. I see two machines in your resource group. My normal reaction is to delete all of them, because I think, or I assume that you were practicing and you forgot to delete the machine, which is increasing the bill, and which I do not want unnecessarily. Hence, I delete all the resources. But if you are practicing on something and if you want that machine to be there, you do not want me to delete, put a lock on that. Okay, make sure you shut down the machine. Don't leave it on, otherwise your money will be wasted. Just by putting a lock, it's not that you're not paying money, but I know that we are paying for something. You are learning out of it. Just if you put a lock, I will know that this is not by mistake. Someone wants this machine to be here. By the way, if you put a lock, guys, will I be able to go ahead and delete the lock and delete your machine? Will I be able to do that?
No.
Yes, no?
Yes.
No.
Who says no? And why? Can you explain?
Yes.
It's okay, we don't even need the name. Whoever says no, can you explain why no? Hey, give it a try, guys. Don't right, wrong, it doesn't matter. This is training. This is a place for practice. So whoever said no, can you please explain what is your understanding? Why do you think no? See, I am by default owner at the subscription level for all your subscriptions. You are an owner on your resource group, which makes me also owner at your resource group because I am owner at the subscription level. Right? So we both are owner on your resource group. Now my question is, you have put a lock on some machine, but I still want to delete it. Okay, being an owner, can I go ahead and delete that lock and then delete your machine? That is my question. So whoever said no, could you please tell me why do you think I cannot do that? Yes, guys. Anyone thinks we cannot do it?
No, you
Feel
can
feel
delete. You can delete.
feel free to say no also, guys. If you think no, if you have some thought process, कुछ अलग समझ में आया है आपके, feel free to say it. I will explain it again. It will be clear. Don't leave the class with a doubt in your mind. This is the place where you can make mistakes, give some silly answer, a wrong answer, anything. We will rectify it here. Interview is not a place to practice. And if you leave from here with a doubt, if you don't clear it, you're bound to make a mistake in your interview, and that's going to cost you a job. Here it's not costing you anything. Maximum what will happen, I'll have to repeat the topic. Our one session will get extended. That's all, nothing more than that. Maybe other people who understood it already, it will be a revision for them. So if you have any doubt, please do ask. So the answer is yes, I can. If I am an owner, as an owner, if you can put a lock, as an owner, I can remove the lock also. I told you the lock, the resource lock, it's not contradicting with your role. It is an added feature. So as an owner, if you can remove, if you can add, I can remove it. Okay. So if let's say, we'll do the practical. If someone wants, create a machine, put a lock on their resource. In fact, I'll do that in today's practical. Whatever I am asking you to create, I'll ask you to put a lock on that, and I'll make sure after checking that I'll delete the lock and I'll delete your resource also. So you'll get a practical of this. Okay, so let's move ahead from machine. We have a lot of things in machine to cover. Don't think we are just done with compute. In compute now we have to learn machine with availability zone, machines with availability set. We are yet to go there. Okay, So after logs, if I check, where is it? This is here. Okay, this is the log. We are done with this. Bastion, this will be covered under networking. Auto shutdown, we have already seen. Backup and disaster recovery will cover this once we are done with our storage topic. So after compute, either I'll start networking or storage. If I start networking, then this Bastion and other things will be covered. If I start networking, then these things will be covered. Sorry, if I start storage, then these things will be covered. Okay, update is nothing very basic thing. How you update your operating system, so we don't have to get into this. It's completely fine. You can say mostly who does this. This is being done, or this gets done on servers which are in production. Normally you will be presenting yourself as an implementation engineer who's delivering the server for the first time. तो वहां पे patching का ज्यादा होता नहीं है, right? So we are not dealing with that. Inventory, I hope by the name of it you guys understand what it is. In inventory you will see all the details, whatever agents you have, whatever machines you have. Still we are not getting into this. Updates and inventory, not for you. Change tracking, it's still fine, we don't have to do this. Auto manage, no, let's leave this one also. Okay. Configuration management, this is a new feature. Wherever you see this preview, it means it's a new feature. Maybe you will not even see it in your subscription. They allow it for few users to test it and then do it. So you may see it, you may not see it. So we are not discussing on this one also. Okay. Then policies, it's a good topic, but a vast one. Not now. We'll do it. So today, guys, either after logs, I can cover. Let me. We're done till here. Okay. So after logs, monitoring we are going to do later. Let me close this. Monitoring is same like this section: overview, activity log, IAM, tags, and diagnose. It's same for all resources. Once we are done with it on machine level, I'm not going to repeat it on storage. I'm not going to repeat it in networking. It's same for everything. Similarly, this one, monitoring is same. We'll do it at the end. Monitoring, we are going to do it at the end. Okay, it's similar for all of them. So after log, what we can do here, it's one thing, it's cost management, or we can start with troubleshooting, whichever you guys say. Troubleshooting, it's a little bit complex, more theory and practical both. Cost management thoda sa light topic hai. So which one do you guys want me to pick? Here it is. This is the cost management I'm talking about. I will explain cost analysis, cost alert, budget, and okay, fine. So let's get started with this one then. You can see cost management at resource group level. You can see cost management at subscription level also. If I go here, ignore this step which I'm performing now. I will explain it to you later. This has nothing to do with your cost management. I'm just switching my subscription. Azure Active Directory, actually not subscription. So I can see my own subscriptions there. Okay. So if I come here, I will see the subscription. I can go to that subscription and I can check cost management. I can go to a particular resource. There I can check cost management. And if I am here once, I can do it from here also. I don't have to go back literally to a resource group and change it. Okay. So let's say, what do we have in cost management? Under cost management, we have cost analysis. By the name of it, I am sure you guys will understand what do you mean by cost analysis. Then cost alerts, and then budgets, advisor recommendations. Advisor recommendation we have already discussed. Still, I'll give you some information on this. Okay, so let's get started. Cost analysis. What do you understand by cost analysis? Forget Azure. If I tell you that we are going to discuss cost analysis today, it could be for anything. It could be for cloud. It could be for your admin expenditure in an office. It could be for your outing and anything. What do you understand by cost analysis? Can someone explain? Iram, would you like to explain this to the team? What is a cost analysis concept?
As per my understanding, cost analysis basically depends upon how we are distributing the total cost into the different locations and resource groups. How is it been
Forget
utilizing?
even Azure, forget Azure. Just a basic concept of cost analysis. Pick your own example. Maybe it could be a trip, a friend's trip. It could be anything. What do you understand by cost analysis?
So basically, it's breaking down the cost. Like supposingly, if we are like going on a trip, so cost analysis for the fuel cost and cost summary. I mean, we just break down on it, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
then we'll
correct.
summarize it.
Correct. So, is it clear to everyone, guys? What is a cost analysis? Anyone would like to add something or ask a question?
Yeah,
Not related to Azure, just cost analysis.
so cost analysis, we can, summarize it by saying the budget which has been given, and according to that, we have to manage the resource. We have to manage we have to do the planning, and in that budget only, we have to make sure that the budget should not be crossed. If
On
suppose I have a ten
No, no,
thousand
no.
rupees, so
That is budget. That is budget. Okay, let me explain it. Both answers are correct though, but let me explain it again. Okay, guys. So cost analysis is, let's say that I'm going to Mumbai with my friends. Okay, I'm going from Pune to Mumbai. I'm spending 1 day there, maybe some shopping, some food, etc. Uh, and we are coming back. So if I have to do the cost analysis of this trip, how much did I spend on fuel? How much did I spend on toll? How much did we spend in restaurant? How much did we spend in parking lot? How much did we spend in terms of amount? I'm saying how much did we spend on, let's say, food mall? How much did we spend on drinks if you guys are drinking? Let's say how much did you guys spend on clubbing if you guys clubbing? If how much did you guys spend on whatever activity you did? Water sports, if you guys are doing some water sports, how much did you guys spend on water sports? So whatever you guys did, any particular activity, how much did you spend on that? You calculate that everything and you come up with one cost, that this is how much we spent for one trip. We spent 28,000 for people, and this is the breakup. That is your cost analysis. Why do we do the cost analysis? Maybe to check where did we spend maximum, where is in which activity. Did we spend more on fuel? Did we spend more on food? Did we spend more on hotel stay? Did we spend more on shopping? This could be one reason. Where? Second reason, who spent more? Let's say four people are going. No, it's not possible that everyone spent equally. Maybe someone did shopping for 15,000 rupees. Out of that 28,000, 15,000 का किसी ने goggle खरीद लिया. Okay. So not all of them have done equally. But we are doing a cost analysis. कि किसने ज़्यादा spend किया, कहाँ पर ज़्यादा spent हुआ, and then why are we doing it? So next time when we go, I could save on some money. I have told you guys again, technology, security, everything, it's good. Ultimately, everything comes to money. Here in cloud also, they want to save some cost. So if we spend extra on some toll, we'll try to figure out, do we have some another road which is as good as this? I do not want to compromise on the road quality, because ultimately it will give me, in long run, it will give me more expenses because my car will get damaged, right? So I'm not compromising on road quality, but do we have any alternate way, Pune to Mumbai? Then I realize, no, this is something I can't do anything about it. I have to pay for the road. Fuel, okay. Last time maybe we took a car or a fancy one, a Mercedes, which costed me 6,000 for diesel. This time maybe I can take a CNG car, which will hardly cost me 2,000 rupees. Okay, so I'm doing this analysis so I can save some money. Okay, so this is the reason why we do analysis. It could be for anything. Now if we apply the same learning, same thing on Azure, why do we do the cost analysis? How do we do the cost analysis? Okay, what are the factors do we consider of cost analysis? So let's quickly have a look. Here the scope is my subscription. Okay, I do not want to check which particular resource group isne kitna kiya. No, that is not my concern as of now. As of now, I want to know how much did I spend on this subscription, because I have two subscriptions. I'm comparing this, or maybe I just want report for this subscription, but I, whatever it is, the scope is subscription. I can see, I can go ahead and I can select one particular subscription. I can go in a granular way. I can select a resource group also. If I want to see how much did I spend on this resource group, I can do that. As of now, we are just learning subscription. And it's same. Later on, you just have to change the scope. Okay. So now look at this. What does it show? How much am I spending? Where am I spending? Who's spending more? Everything it will show here. First thing, these are the trend. This is the date. This is monthly budget, by the way. Okay. This is monthly, September 1 to 30th September, which is yet to come. So it is analysis plus it is giving a prediction also. Okay. It is analysis. Till here it is analysis, and then it is giving you a forecast based on this usage. Okay. So what does it say? That total I have spent as of now, it's 1057 rupees till now. Okay. Where have I spent? Look at this. It starts giving me the bifurcation. On virtual machines, I have spent 454 rupees. Okay. Virtual network, I have spent 68 rupees. Virtual network, we are yet to discuss. But I hope by now you know that there is something called virtual network, right? We are spending on DNS, I'm spending 22 rupees. On bandwidth, I'm spending this much. On storage, the disk which I'm attaching. Okay, now imagine that I'm not utilizing a disk. My machine has 1 TB of disk and I'm not utilizing it at all. My job is done only with the OS disk. Why? Because I need this machine just to open, log into this machine and use browser, do some websites, and that's it. I don't even require any extra disk, but I'm still paying 500. And later on, if I go and check why am I paying 500, so I come to know that I'm using 1 TB disk. That is the reason. Okay, so that this is the reason we get rid of those extra disk, extra size, etc. So to save money. So this is what I'm paying. What are these now? Services. Look at this. This is service based, and here it is given you one again bifurcation also. Then location wise, where did you spend? Again, if we compare to the go back to the trip example, did I spend more in Pune or did I spend more in Mumbai? या यहाँ से जाने से पहले मैंने डीजल वगैरह फिल करवा लिया था, ज्यादा स्पेंड यहीं पर कर लिया हम लोगों ने, लाइक फास्टैग रिचार्ज, डीजल फिल कर लिया यहीं पर, वी ऑर्डर समथिंग ऑनलाइन यहाँ पर. सो लोकेशन, दो इन दैट ट्रिप इट डजंट मैटर कहाँ पर ये किया, बट हियर इट डज मैटर that which location am I choosing and where am I paying extra. Why? I'll show you one thing. Okay, we have one thing by the way called Azure Calculator. Did you guys check this? Why this location part is important in this example that I'm going to explain now. Okay, now I have a client. He says, though you guys don't have to do this job, okay, this is being done at architect level. For sure you will get an outcome of this. You just have to deploy, but you should have understanding. In your interview, if someone is asking, you should have understanding. So let's say a client comes to you, to your architect team. He says that okay, I want one virtual machine. Architect team says, fine, what kind of virtual machine? He says, it should be Windows. Okay, uh, it should be, I don't even need any SQL or base talk, nothing. It should be only OS. Tier standard, it's fine. Then what should be the size? He says 8 GB, 50 GB temporary disk. It's fine, I'm happy with it. Okay, and this is a monthly cost. 730 hours मतलब monthly हो जाता है. If you calculate एक month में 720 or 725, 730 hours होते हैं कुछ. So this is monthly. How many machines do you need? One machine. It's okay, fine. What kind of strategy do you want to use? Do you want to do pay as you go? If you guys remember, we have discussed this already. Pay as you go मतलब आप use करोगे, महीने भर बाद bill आएगा and that you will pay. Okay, so do you want to do pay as you go, or do you want to pay upfront for 1 year? That I'm sure that this is I'm gonna use for per month, sorry, completely for 1 year. Here you're not sure, एक महीना use करके आप बंद कर सकते हो, ठीक है. Here you're committing for 1 year. Here you're committing for 3 years. So they're giving you some discount the moment you uh, take extra where you commit some extra number of days and number of years with them. It's like your internet plan. सबके साथ ऐसे ही होता है कि आप एक महीने के लिए ले रहे हो तो you will be charged something, like you're in your gym. If you go monthly, they will charge you 3,000. But if you subscribe with them for 1 year, they will hardly charge you for 15,000. A huge discount. Similarly, okay, but this is not the topic now. Okay, this is done. I am saying no. I'm going pay as you go. Fine. Disk do you require any disk? He says, this disk is fine with me. Okay, whatever you're giving me, I'm happy with it. Anything else? No. He says, okay, यहाँ जितना कुछ दिख रहा है, I'm happy with it. What is the estimated cost for me? You tell him that monthly it will cost you, the monthly it may cost you 27,000 rupees. Okay, he says, fine, 27,000, I'm happy with it. But did you ask him about the location? That is it, do you have any compliance issue? Do you have any bandwidth issue? Where are you running your business from? Because I have selected East US. So is it okay to have a machine in East US? Then he says, no, no, yeah, it's not possible. East US में कोई compliance issue है. Sorry, I can't do that in East US. Okay, look at the bill amount in East US, 27,336. But now he says, I want it in UK. For some compliance reason, mine is banking app. I cannot go beyond UK. That 27,000 increased to 28,000. Can you guys see the difference? I did not change anything. Everything is like this. Their commitment, they are just committing for pay as you go, same hard disk, everything is same. What am I doing here? Let's say someone says I want to go to Poland. Look at the price now. 29,000. Okay. Let's say now they say they want to go to maybe India. Somewhere here, East Asia. 35,000. Okay, so based on your location, your pricing will change. That is the reason you should have this information. You should know how much am I spending. If you realize that you're more spending here, and your client they realize that you guys have no compliance issue, nothing, why am I paying extra in this particular region when I can go and have the same services in some different region? Let's say instead of East US, if this was this region, Poland. So he will see in Poland, I'm spending this much. They will come here and quickly do a calculation. Okay, so I can move everything to East US and I'll save some money. So now you understand why do we have this location parameter here in cost analysis?
Yes.
Then we have resource group. This is very simple. I don't think so I have to explain it to you. For example, I definitely use this. If I want to check in my previous training sessions, I have experienced people were misusing. People were, no matter how many times I tell them that please shut down your machine, do not leave resources. Once you're done with them, delete it. Then they were not doing it. And before even 30 days were completed, one of the subscription, they exhausted 15,000 already. So I had to check who did it. There was a person, there's no, we don't have to take any name, but look at this. You can simply check. In this one, this resource group, it's costing a lot of money to me, but I know that, okay, I'm utilizing it. This is my website, my training website, everything I'm hosting here. This one, Shweta Pathak, this one 42 rupees I'm spending because we use this resource group for many practical, if you guys remember. The next one is VM images. Here I have kept some images, hence it is being charged here. Then this one is there. Okay, if you want, I can show one of the examples from your resource groups, or maybe one of your subscription. Let's quickly log into one of your subscriptions and we'll see how much, who's spending how much. This is a good sign also. When I see people are spending much, I know they are practicing. If I see no, someone is spending zero, which clearly means they're not even logging into their portal. और ये 15,000 हमको बचा के रखने नहीं है. We have to utilize it. Simple. But that should not be the case that we are misusing it. Look at this. Even you guys have a lot of balance. If I go to cost analysis, this is Iram's subscription. And there you go. I can understand most of you guys are using Canada Central, then East US. These are the only two regions we are using because I know I've asked you to create machines, one in this region, one is this region. I understand. Storage, you guys are using more. Virtual network, virtual machine, very less you're spending. Good. In the Ghazala resource group, she has spent 242. She's practicing. Uzaif has been practicing more. I have seen more machines in resource group. And looking at the price also, I can say that 308 rupees, and you will realize a change also in while Uzaif is answering. So this is a request, guys. Please do practice. The more you practice, more you will understand. Then Iram has been spending some money. Then we have Satish, uh, Nazneen, Aksa. I think only few resources she has used. Nida, very less resources, and then it's my resource group. I have not done anything in this subscription. Okay. Then Neha, look at this. So this is how, and if I know I have Ramiz also in this subscription, if I go to users, I'll show you Ramiz. I don't see anything in resource in his resource group, which clearly means he's not practicing at all. I think Ejaz bhai, you are also in this resource group, right? Still, I don't see any of your spending, which means you have not created anything. If you guys want, I can check. By the way, what is the another method I can check this, whether someone has created something or not? Let's say I want to check what kind of job, what kind of practice Ejaz has done. Can you guys tell me?
Activity log.
Perfect. I can go here and I can simply check. Last 30 days is in question because your subscription में 30 दिन का है. So look at this. I'm looking at last 6 uh, hours, but even if I want to check for last month, what has been done here? Updated the resource group. Who did it? Iram has created resource group, maybe assigned some role assignment. She assigned a role to herself maybe, or to me as an owner, and she assigned a role maybe to Ejaz. We can check that. There's no maybe. You can clearly check the details, but that's not the uh, session today. Okay, she assigned this role, owner role, with Ejaz. Okay, you can check the details. But these are the only activity, which clearly means nothing has been created in this resource group. Aksa's resource group, we checked few resources were there, she created, and if we go to activity log, maybe you will see that she created one virtual machine later, maybe last practical. Let's check. Okay, delete this. See, you can see some activity. So by this, you'll clearly know. So I have many names there, and just looking at the cost analysis, I'll come to know that how much you guys are spending in terms of time, in terms of money. Okay, so that is your cost analysis. I'll go back to my subscription again. There will have more data. So is it clear, guys? By the way, these are not the only three parameters. You have n number of parameters. Look at this. Okay. Do you guys remember tags? Now I want to check by tags. Who's spending how much? So you can utilize this tag also. But unless you guys have put some tag on those machines, this report is not going to work. Okay. So that is the reason tagging is very important. Okay. In my subscription also, I'm not using tag because this I use for my own practice. So I don't use tag how much. Okay. Location. See, you can have resource type, resources, publisher type, pricing model. You have all these categories and filters which you can use. So this is your cost analysis. It's nothing rocket science. I'm sure you guys will understand. Here is the scope. If I didn't want to check for a subscription level, I just wanted to check for one particular resource group. Let's say I want to check for this particular resource group. I can do that from here. I don't even have to go back on that resource group. Okay, now it will show me the resources from that particular resource group. It is not going to show me any other resource group. Same things. Okay, it's gonna show the same thing. Only difference is that time it was covering the whole subscription, and now it is covering only this particular resource group. Here's the scope. Look at this always scope. Same thing, because most of the data from that one also from this resource group. Hence, we are looking at this one. If I change the resource group, you'll see a drastic change. Let's say if I check this one. Okay, now I have changed the resource group, and you will see very less amount, or maybe you won't see anything. I'm not sure if she has created nothing to display. See, there are no activities, so nothing to display. Again, if I go back and if I want subscription level, so I'll select the subscription. and I can look at the subscription cost analysis. Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any doubt? I don't know why the name didn't change. Maybe just a refresh will do. I don't want to do a refresh now, but it is showing our subscription level. How am I sure about it? Look at this. It is showing different resource groups. The name, it's not just it didn't work. You can just refresh. So if you have something like this, you can save it. You can share it with your manager, with your client. You simply have to just share it. If I share this one with you, let's say if you guys are able to access this. Can you check if you are able to open that link? Let's say if it is asking some user ID or password, I'm not sure. Okay, it will ask. So you can share this. You can share this maybe
It's
with
not
someone.
showing.
You can share it with someone who has access. Let's say your manager, your supervisor, your uh, financial team. They do not want to spend time here, but they just wanted to report. You can share it, give them limited access. That's it. You can download it and you can share it. You can export that report. We saw the export is also there. You can export it. So whatever reports and everything you see, you will have plenty of options to share it with the team. Is it clear, guys, to everyone? What is cost analysis?
Yeah.
Any doubt anyone has? Okay, now cost alerts. Let's quickly finish. We have 6 minutes. Cost alert is very simple. You can simply add an alert that if my billing is crossing from this amount, I should get an email. That's it. You guys can do it in your one also, but you are hardly using it for 1 month. No matter you utilize the amount or not, that is going to expire. Hence, I did not teach you. If you want, you can go ahead and try. Okay, alert type, what kind of type you want, what is the start date, end date, and for more criterias you can add some message, etc. And you can put any kind of alerts, any kind of alerts. Okay, इससे अगर ज्यादा हो जाता है बिल तो ये होना चाहिए, इतने अमाउंट से ज्यादा कुछ होता है तो एक अलर्ट आना चाहिए. Alert is nothing, just an email, so we don't have to spend much time on this one. Budget is something different. Here you can allot a budget. Here I have allotted a budget of 5,000. So if it gets crossed, I will get the report again, just because I have, this is not a hard budget कि 5,000 spend होने के बाद कुछ बनेगा ही नहीं. That is not the case in my subscription. But you can have both. You as in your client can have both. If your client says my monthly budget should be $10,000, if it crosses $10,000, no one should be able to create anything. That is possible. You can achieve it from here. But I'm saying my budget is $10,000. If it crosses, I should get some warning, etc. But my work should not get stopped. That you can achieve from budget. Advisor, I have already explained it to you. Yeah, though it's not only related to cost, advisor, it's related to security and other aspects also, but it plays a big role in cost. Hence, it is there under cost management. I already explained it to you. If you guys remember, what is how the advisor will help, that you're using such and such machine with 4 GB RAM, but the actual utilization of that machine, it's hardly 2 GB. You're using a machine with 1 TB hard disk, hard utilization is hardly 200 GB. Try reconsider the reducing the disk size. You are using a machine, a big machine with 16 GB RAM and 8 CPU. However, looking at the utilization, maybe you can go with the smallest size that will save your cost. That you will get here in detail. Okay, so is it clear, guys? Is this section clear to everyone? बहुत ज़्यादा questions इस पे आते नहीं है, don't worry. But you should understand, as an administrator, you should have these details. This was the main thing which we have covered. Cost alerts, budget, advisor recommendation, we have already covered. So any questions here, guys? Yes,
I
no,
have a
maybe.
question. I
Yes, tell
have a
me.
question. Uh, is there an option here to export reports and send it to certain users and schedule them?
Yeah, yes, you can definitely save as.
Okay.
This is as good as export, and somewhere here you have an option export. This can be done. This can be integrated with Power BI. This can be integrated with multiple features. It's very flexible, and sending it on monthly level, monthly basis, fortnightly, weekly, that is also possible.
Okay.
Yes, guys. Any other question?
So, this cost analysis has been specifically being used by the solution team.
Mostly, yes,
For
your
their
architect team, yes, they will use it. It never comes to admin or implementation team. Implementation team के पास तो आता ही नहीं है, because by the time you are implementing ये सब होगा ही कहाँ पर? This will get started जब आपका subscription ये सब बन के 3-4 महीने हो जाते हैं ना, then client thinks कि यार bill थोड़ा ज़्यादा आ रहा है. Let's go ahead and like have a look at that. Okay, what is wrong? What are we doing wrong? आप लोग अपने आप को प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन टीम, तो ये सब वैसे ही नहीं आने वाला है, बट स्टिल यू शुड नो.
जो सीपीयू मेमोरी यूटिलाइजेशन होता है, अगर वो कॉस्ट हो जाता है, ठीक है, जिसपे वीकली कॉल होता है, फिर उसके बाद में मंथली, मतलब वैसे तो वीकली कॉल होता है, तो उसके अंदर स्पेसिफिकली यही एनालाइज किया जाता है कि मेमोरी यूटिलाइजेशन कहाँ पे ज्यादा हुआ है, सीपीयू पे हुआ है, डिस्क पे हुआ है, या इस पे हुआ है, अलर्ट्स पे हुआ है, तो वो इसी से होता है रिलेटेड, यहीं से चेक किया जाता है.
हाँ, डेफिनेट यहाँ से हो सकता है, थर्ड पार्टी सॉफ्टवेयर पे होते हैं बहुत सारे, बट मोस्टली क्लाइंट दे लाइक टू यूज नेटिव फीचर ऑफ Azure because they don't have to pay anything extra. But there are SolarWinds is there, Nagios is there, बहुत सारे सॉफ्टवेयर है, Dynatrace is there, जो ये सारा चीज आपको करके दे सकते हैं, but you have to pay for them. This is free. So client, they want, if this is good one, client would like to utilize Azure's native feature.
अच्छा, okay.
Yes, guys. Any other questions anyone has? If not, we are done with that section. We have one more. We have only 1 minute left. Let's take a break of 5 minutes, and then we'll start with troubleshooting, PC troubleshooting. We'll cover these topics then. Okay, guys. I'm closing the session. Less than 30 seconds are pending. See you guys at 3:30. It's 3:25 now. See you at 3:30. Same link.